Hey, hello there, my fellow veterans. How you doing out there today?
Hey, last week we talked some fly fishing. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the outdoors, more than just fishing. So grab yourself a nice cold one, sit back, and
Enjoy the show today. Yeah, that's right. My name's Tim Hauser. They do call me the Gulf War Advocate from time to time. Y'all know the reason why. Um, Today's show is going to be another fun one. We have Army veteran Joe Wesner with us from Ultimate Veteran Adventures. God, I'm tongue tied today. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm finally feeling good. It's been a long time since I felt this good. So, um, yeah, no oxygen again today, folks. So we're doing pretty good. Matter of fact, I'm going fishing myself tomorrow. Go try to catch some steelhead for the first time. I've gone steelhead fishing before, Joe, but always went with my brother Kevin. He caught them all. But I mean, well, he's a lot older than me. So when I went, I was, a lot younger.
Sure.
I didn't know what I was doing. So,
yeah.
And, fishing the Huron River, it's a lot different these days. So there's probably no steelhead in there now.
There'll be some up there.
Yeah. But, welcome to the show, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
having you on, sir. Yeah. So, can you tell us what Ultimate Veteran Adventures is?
Yeah, so we're a 501c3 nonprofit. We take currently serving honorably discharged veterans. We don't care what era, what service, what brand, nothing. We don't care as long as you served honorably. We do Gold Star family members, and we also take first responders out on hunting and fishing trips all over the country. We do knife making classes, pen making classes. We do some gun building classes, whitewater rafting for families. We do banquets. We go to banquets like Ducks Unlimited, Whitetails Unlimited. We'll sponsor a table and get the vets out. Just anything we can do to get them out and out of their own heads and out of their own out of their comfort zone even, and just to get back out and meet others that are like-minded and share some of the same experiences.
That's good. Yeah, I've had some other groups on before that mentioned building that camaraderie.
Yep.
So that's awesome. And how did UVA get started?
So I started it in 2016. I was medically retired from the Army myself, and after I got hurt, I was told that I'd be lucky if I did walked right and did anything normal again. And I was always a big outdoorsman, hunter, fisherman. If it was in season, I was out hunting it. That's what I grew up doing. So obviously, when I heard that news, I couldn't really walk, couldn't do much, and I use the outdoors as my motivation and just as my drive, if you will. So I did a couple events with different organizations. Some were really good, some were really bad. That's what you have that. And we were actually on a bad one, and a buddy of mine and I decided, we're like, what, let's just make our own. Let's do something our own. Let's learn from the bad and let's take from the good, and let's make something great if we can. So that's what we did. We had no experience. We had no idea what we were doing. Like I said, I was a hunter. That was an outdoorsman. That's all I knew. I'm not a technical guy. I didn't know how to do a website. I didn't know how to fundraise. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. But we just decided, let's just do it. And it's our passion. Let's do it. So we filed for a 501c3 and just been running strong ever since. And we progressively have grown every year. We're learning as we go. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I can take you hunting and fishing. That's what I'm good at. So but we're learning as we go, and we're doing something right. And because we continue to grow, and we actually just got nominated for a nonprofit of the year here in Richland County.
Oh
So
wow.
we're doing something right. So, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I know all about that learning as you go.
Yeah.
I advocated for the PACT Act with a group called Burn Pits 360
Mhm.
with Leroy and Rosie Torres. And I hate to do this to you here, but I got to send some shout out to Leroy real quick. Leroy, congratulations on finally winning your lawsuit against the state of Texas. Way to go, brother. So that's how I got the nickname the Gulf War Advocate. I was the only Gulf War veteran advocating for that bill. So John Stewart gave me,
Nice.
and it's stuck ever since. And but my wife and I, we figured there's a lot more to do to help our fellow veterans out. So we started our own organization too, Veterans Assurance Network, and so we're learning as we're going ourselves. So,
Sure.
and one of the things we want to do is create a network of smaller nonprofits such as yours.
Mhm.
So when a veteran goes to them and say, "Hey, I need a specific type of aid or a specific type of help," that if we don't offer it, we know who can, and we
Sure.
can direct them that way. We ourselves will even get in contact with that organization and say, "Hey, we have a veteran here. I think you can help.
Right.
Can you talk with them for us?" And because we learned that a lot of your larger nonprofits, one, if they can't help the veteran, they're trying to get them to become a member.
Mhm.
But if they can't help them, why should they become a member?
Right.
Then they don't tell them who to go to get the help that they need.
Sure.
So that's why we're building this network, and I'm glad you're on because we like to add you to that network.
Sure. Absolutely.
And because while researching your organization, not only are you helping veterans, but you got a very high rating as far as nonprofits and funding goes and where it goes and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So that's one of the reasons why you're on here too, because you got
Nice.
a fantastic high rating, and I appreciate that from you.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
now,
That's one of our big uh, things is we're very proud of what we do with what we have. Um,
mhm,
it all goes back. We're a true nonprofit. Um, that's the one thing that
yes,
we're very very proud of.
and when a veteran comes to you and says, "Hey, I'd like to go hunting," or "I'd like to go fishing," um, what are the prerequisites they need before they can go on one of your adventures?
So basically, show honorable service. We don't ask for anything else. Show us that you served honorably. Send your DD 214. Black out your social. We don't want that. Um, member for, because that shows that honorable service. If you're currently serving, a copy of your LES, your most recent LES, um, copy of your orders with sensitive info blacked out, something like that. Fire or firefighter, police, your badge or your ID. Um, Other than that, I mean, that's all we ask for. You have to get to the event. We do not cover travel. It's way too expensive. So, and we
Right.
don't have that kind of funding. Um, so, we ask that you get to the event. And recently this year, we just started, you buy your own license because we've had vets in the past where we bought them a license and then they no showed the event. So now
Mm-hmm.
we're out, $100 if it's an out of state tag or whatever it is. Um, some of the bigger events, we will say you pay for your license, and when you get there with your license in hand, we'll reimburse you for that. Um, that just it, some, we want them to have some skin in the game.
Yes.
So you get there, you buy your license, you're going to show up. We take care of your lodging, your food, um, the guide fees if there is any guide fees if it's not a donated trip. Um, anything associated with that trip will cover minus license and travel.
Now, probably with hunting, they also probably have to bring their own firearms.
Um, Yes, if they have them, we do have a few extra loaner guns that we can, hand
Okay.
out, and a lot of them are we were able to get one shotgun very, very cheap last year, so we do have a UVA shotgun. But normally it's our reps that are on the events, we'll bring our own personal stuff and we'll let the vets use that.
Okay.
And I know you personally are here in Ohio.
hmm
And do you cover all 50 states or?
We'll go anywhere. I mean, so last year, and I just want to throw this number out there. I'm very proud of this number. So last year we took 154 veterans out and family members. We did 36 events and we did 11 states. Um,
Fantastic.
we did that on a $15,000 budget. So we don't have a lot,
Man.
but what we have, we do a lot with. Um, so yeah, last year we did 11 states. This year, shoot, I think we're slotted for at least that, if not a few more. We have Alaska, Utah, New Jersey, Arkansas, Michigan, here in Ohio, um, Tennessee, Wisconsin. We did Maine. Um, yeah, I can't off the top of my head. I mean,
Mhm.
we have a
Yeah.
lot planned. We've been to a bunch of states already this year, and um, we'll be going back. So we have at least 11. We probably have close to 15 states we're going to be in this year with events.
Oh, fantastic. Now, I know with some of our audience, they're going to chuckle.
hmm
What the hell do you hunt in New Jersey? Trust me, folks, I was born in New Jersey. There's a lot there.
They actually
Mhm.
have a good deer population.
Yes.
They just opened black bear up this year
Yep.
again, um, but we're not hunting those. We are actually duck hunting and waterfowl hunting. So
Yes. There's a lot of good
yeah,
wetlands in New Jersey.
yes, yep,
Southern New Jersey, a lot of good wetlands.
yep. We're actually going to be hunting the ocean. We're going to be doing Atlantic brant.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's even
And then
better.
other sea ducks and whatever we can get on.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to be out there doing that in December, I believe.
hmm Oh, yeah, that's right. Waterfowl
Yep.
does go quite a long
Yep.
time in Jersey. So,
Yeah. Yeah. We're big waterfowl hunters with our organization. Um, we found that you can get the most bang for your buck, if you will,
hmm
doing a waterfowl hunt. So, we can take 6 vets out for the price of taking 1 or 2 on a deer hunt.
yeah.
And, you have 6 guys sitting in a blind all day, talking, hanging out, sharing stories, having a good time versus one guy sitting in a tree stand for 6, 8 hours by himself and, coming back and having an hour or 2 around a campfire with everyone. It's just not, um, I don't know. We found duck hunting, waterfowl hunting is a lot more therapeutic, because the vets can be
hmm
together.
Yeah. I was just going to say that they'd be able to talk with each other more
hmm
than they could deer hunting. That's for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Trying to tell my son because he wants to learn how to go hunting too. And
Oh yeah.
it's been decades since I've been,
Hmm.
but the boy likes to talk.
Oh yeah.
so,
Yep.
so trying to tell him that if I were to ever take him deer hunting, if he could be quiet for at least half an hour,
hmm
then I would consider it. He
Right.
hasn't been able to do it yet.
Oh yeah.
So, but he's learning how to go fishing, so
Good.
that's good.
Good.
And what type of fishing adventures do you offer?
So we do a lot of on here on Lake Erie. I'm a charter captain, so when my boat's working, we do a lot of my own boat. I'll donate my own time, my own fuel, and we'll just take vets out whenever we can. We have a few other charter captains up here that do also donate. Um, so we'll do a lot of walleye and perch um, up here on Lake Erie, and both Michigan and Ohio side. A good buddy of mine, we've got actually just became good friend. He is not and he just owns a boat and fishes a lot, so he takes vets for us whenever he can. Um, Phenomenal guys. He's on the Michigan. He's on the Michigan side. So we do a lot of walleye perch fishing up here.
Oh, that's good. Yes. And now you mentioned a couple other items like
Pen making
Mhm.
and another thing.
We do, we do knife forging classes. We a vet that we took out in the past, and he got into knife making after he got home. We took him on a knife event and a forging event, and it just got him into it. And he bought all the stuff for it and bought a forge and started doing it. Now he has his own forge up and running, and he donates forging events to our vets. So we'll do. I don't have one sitting here. Trying to think if I have one that's over in my bag. One of the knives we made, we we'll take 2 vets every couple of weeks, or maybe every other month, and we'll take a day at his forge. It's called Gunny's Forge, and we'll take them out there. They'll learn how to forge a knife from scratch, and they'll go home with usually 2 knives that day. We do the pen making classes, which this is one of the pens that we'll make. We don't do the inlays, but one of the guys that makes the pens for our class, he did the inlay for me. We have gun building classes. So you'll buy a lower receiver, and then we'll take care of everything else and bring in. We'll have a screen set up, and we'll run through how to build that specific weapon.
Oh wow!
And then you go home with it. It's yours. But
Oh,
and it's
man,
all
that's
done by a
nice.
licensed FFL. Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah. Matter of fact, before came on the air, I was watching Forged in Fire on what
Yep.
is it? History or Discovery?
History.
One of those 2
I
channels.
think it's history. It
And,
might. I don't know though.
Yeah. No, I think it is History.
I think it. Yeah.
But man, to be able to do that, awesome.
He's gonna actually try out for it. He's
is
good
he?
enough that he could try out for it. Not me. I am not even close. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun to do.
And you say it's Gunny's Forge?
Gunny's Forge. Yep. He doesn't have social media or anything like that. He just does it on his own.
Let's see here. He does have a Facebook page.
I don't think so. That's probably a different one. He's trying to think.
Let's see. Well, if it's not him, that guy's good too.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any social media. His wife has a page, but they hardly ever go on.
Okay.
If you go to our Facebook page, you can see all the and just type in Gunny's Forge. You can see all the pictures of our events, what we do there.
Okay.
And if a handicapped veteran, disabled veteran, comes to you, are you able to accommodate them, or?
It depends on the event. It all depends on what the event is, where it's held. We do our best. We try not to turn anyone away. We try our hardest to do it, to accommodate them. So we do look for outfitters that are able to accommodate track chairs, wheelchairs, stuff like that. But I mean, we've had double and triple amputees on events already. So I mean, we do what we can.
And for our audience that's watching live, if you notice, the chat is open. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask or
add your comment, and we'll see about getting them on the show. And now, if a veteran does get a deer or catches a lot of fish, are there people there to help them clean the fish and dress
Yes.
the animal? Or,
So, fishing, we will clean your fish for you, or depending on the amount we have, we'll take them to the cleaners, and we'll pay for that. We'll cover that fee. For deer, ducks, we do the same thing. We'll clean them out for you. We'll breast them out. Usually, it's whatever reps on the event, whether it be me or another guy. We'll breast everything out for you, package it up, and send you home with it. Deer will, depending on where we're at, we've done a few deer events, so we will hang it, skin it, quarter it, and then you bring a cooler and it'll be quartered. You take it home quartered. What you do with it once it's home, that's on you. We don't pay for processing or anything like that. That's just, again, way too expensive. And but we'll quarter it for you. We'll do whatever we can to make it easier on you to go home with.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, are there any fees involved that the veteran has to worry about other than make sure they have the license, so everything's covered?
Yeah, everything's covered. Like I said, you get there, you buy your license. We will provide your lodging. We'll provide your food. We will provide the guide, the guide fees. We'll tip the guide for you. There's nothing out of your pocket except for your license fee and to get there. And then, I mean, obviously, if you want to go out and buy extra food or snacks or whatever, that's on you. We don't provide all the little things like that. We'll go out to dinner, go out to lunch, breakfast, whatever it may be, and we'll cover all that. We do not provide alcohol. That is one thing we do not do. If you want to drink when you go out to a restaurant, that's on your own tab. We do not touch that. And we make sure everyone knows that. We'll cover non-alcoholic drinks and all your food.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yep.
If they're going hunting, they better not be drinking.
We prefer you not. So, yeah.
Now, I know it's fall here in Ohio,
mm-hmm.
but in the springtime, do you do any turkey events?
We have done a few. We're trying to do more. Finding land is our biggest issue. Finding people that will let us hunt their properties, let us come in and bring a couple of vets. That is an issue. Same for deer too. People don't want to donate their property for deer. I get it. We don't have the money to pay for it, unfortunately. Like I said, we're very small. $15,000 budget. This year is going to be a little bit more than that, just because of the nature of the game.
Yes.
But yeah, we don't have the cash to lease a property. Unfortunately, that's our dream. But yeah, if we can find people that want to donate property and land and say, yeah, we have turkeys, we have deer, come out and shoot them, we'll absolutely do it. We'll do all the work. We'll go out and we'll do the scouting. We'll put up blinds, stands, whatever you need to do. We'll cover that. We'll take care of that, and then we'll just bring the vets out. So,
all right. So all you farmers and large landowners, hey, help this guy out.
If you want deer shot and you have a deer problem, we'll come in and just do a doe only hunt. We don't need the big bucks. That's not what it's about. It's not about killing the animal. It's not about harvesting the animal. It's about being out there together, the camaraderie that's built. If you get something, that's an added bonus in our book. We're not out there to just go and to kill. That's not our thing. Like, we want to be out there for you. It's therapeutic, and we get something. It's an added bonus in our book. So
that's what I'm trying to teach my son.
Yep.
Said, hey, it's not about us out here catching fish. It's about us spending time together. And
absolutely.
Chilling.
Absolutely.
Finally caught on the last time I took him.
Yep.
I looked over. He's got his feet up on the cooler, his arms back like this, and his pole's wiggling away. And I'm like, you got a fish? He says, who cares? Finally,
how old is he?
Finally caught on. He's 13.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, mine. Go ahead.
He'll be 14 this coming spring. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I
Awesome.
mean,
Yeah,
this is
mine
only
are
his second year fishing,
okay.
and
Well,
he
they're
actually caught his first fish last year.
nice. What do you
So
get?
big, huge sheephead.
Oh,
We went
nice.
up
Yeah.
to Cleveland, tried to do some perch fishing, and
Yep.
folks, do not go perch fishing off the shores in Cleveland. I don't care where you go up there, you're not going to catch any perch.
Yeah.
You might catch some steelhead in the fall, from what I hear, but you're not going to catch any perch.
Yep.
You're going
Yep.
to catch nothing but sheephead. Matter of fact, the sheephead that the second fish he caught, that sheephead was so big, it straightened out the hook.
Oof. Yeah.
As we were on the pier at Edgewater, and we were pulling it up, and yeah, that fish was just way too big. It just straightened out that hook, and off it went. So
they're fun to catch, though. They can
yeah,
be fun to catch.
Yes.
Yeah, mine are 6
them,
and 4. What's that?
Too bad you can't eat them, but
Well, you can. There's
yeah,
not much to them, and they're not very good.
yeah,
They would be
you
good
can
in
just
a
they'll
chowder.
strip on their shoulder, and that's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'd be good in a chowder, is what they would be good for.
I never tried them in a chowder.
Yeah. That's about it. Other than that, no.
When we first moved from New Jersey to Ohio, we kept every fish that we caught. My dad was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Let's try it.
Yeah.
The sheephead wasn't very good. So
no, not at all.
But yeah, he was used to ocean fishing,
catching
those stripers, and
they're fun to catch too.
So yeah,
we do a cast and blast in Virginia in the Chesapeake Bay, and it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. We're going down, and we do a day of stripers and 2 days of waterfowl, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And
man, that sounds
we
fun.
actually go to that same guide during the summer too. So we do a Chesapeake Bay trip with him in the summer as well. So yeah, I love going out there and catching that stuff.
Yeah,
it's a whole different ball game than Lake Erie.
Yeah, my very first fishing trip with my dad was in the bay at Seaside Heights, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, yep.
And no hooks involved. He just tied some chicken liver on the end of the string and had a weight up about 2 foot from that and catching crab.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, very nice.
Yes. Now, is there like with my son, when he caught that big huge sheephead for the first time, he was very excited. So, gotta take a picture, gotta send it to mom. So, somebody there with a phone or something be able to take pictures too if somebody's
Oh yeah, we we take care of all that. We're there as the reps. We're there taking pictures. We do a lot of video stuff too. Some of the events that we do, we get filmed. We just did a goose hunt, an early season goose hunt up in Michigan a couple of weeks ago, and they had a film crew out there. They filmed us. It was a YouTube show, so you can watch us on YouTube there. I got a real good friend of mine. It's called Ryan Off the Grid. He's a big YouTube.
I follow him.
Yep, Ryan Off the Grid. He and I are real good friends. He's coming out to. I've hunted with him multiple times, and he's coming out to film our Sandhill crane hunt in Texas over Veterans Day weekend. He's going to come down and film that. So I mean, we have people that come and film and some events, but we're doing an all-female veteran waterfowl hunt the first week in November up in Michigan, and we have a girl who's going to come up and she's going to film it and offer her services. She's got a professional photographer, and she's going to come out and take pictures for us and help us out with the all our social media pictures, I guess, from here on, because we're not the greatest. I just take it on my phone and say, yeah, that's awesome. But there's photographers like her out there and Ryan and others that they know what they're doing, and not me. But, we'll and every picture we post, we have you sign a waiver that we can post you your pictures and stuff. And then anything we post, you're welcome to take off, and it's your picture. I mean, we don't put watermarks or nothing on them. They're for you. You want it, if you're in the picture, it's your picture. Share away, save it, whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, because I know there were a few pictures when I was in DC that the media took of me, and I want to use them. They're like, no, you can't.
No.
Nope. Give us
No, we're not like that.
$600 and you can use it for 30 days. I'm like, oh, no,
Oof.
no, okay.
No, we're,
No.
it's your picture. I mean, we're just there taking it. So, yeah, we have some taxidermists that work with us. We have one here in Mansfield. He's donated a couple things, like for first, if a vet shoots their first deer or whatever, some ducks we've done. We try to get that memory preserved for them. We're doing a big dream hunt. We're calling it. We're going to Alaska in November for waterfowl, and we have 3 different taxidermists so far lined up that want to donate mounts to these guys. So they're going to get free 2 or 3 duck mounts each. So
Thank you for bringing that up, because that was going to be my next question for you.
Yeah,
it's about taxidermy services.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
so, hey, taxidermist out there, you feel like you want to give back some? Here you go. Here's your opportunity.
Yeah.
Get in contact with Joe, and let's make some memories for some veterans.
Yeah, we try to offer minimum. What we would ask for is if you want to donate your time to mount it, we'll pay for the materials, because materials will be coming out of your pocket, and that to us that's just not fair. If that's something you really want to do, I mean, we're not going to argue with you, but we do offer to pay for materials, and then you just donate your time to mount it. So,
oh man, that's good.
That's just something we try to do if we can, to some of these taxidermists out there. We have a few that do work with us, and they're phenomenal. And yeah.
Now, earlier you mentioned going to a restaurant. Is that like breakfast before or lunch after? Or?
Yeah, it depends on the hunt, honestly. Like a lot of waterfowl hunts, we'll cook in the boat, in the blind, whether it be a boat blind, just a regular blind out in the field. So we'll cook something out there, and then we'll go out for dinner or for lunch or whatever it may be. And we'll go out to a restaurant, we'll go out to wherever. We'll buy, if we're at an Airbnb, we'll just buy the groceries and then we'll cook it there at the Airbnb. But we provide, like I said, we provide all that. We'll go out to restaurants, and mainly we go out to restaurants a lot. And we'll, like I said, we'll pay for everything but their alcohol. So dinner, lunch mainly.
There you go. Hey, all you local restaurant owners, let's help Joe out. Let's feed some veterans, man. And now, are there any causes such as like veterans homelessness or veteran suicide that you help support in any way?
I mean, we'll do anything we can to help out where we can. We focus mainly on getting them out into the outdoors. We did have an organization up in Wisconsin that had a vet that was in need of lawnmower, and they were trying to raise money through other organizations, local organizations up in Wisconsin, and they weren't getting any no luck getting people to donate, which to me that's wrong. You're a veteran organization claiming to help vets, but yet you want him to jump through hoops to show that he needs this lawnmower, and he can't afford it, which I understand that, like, to a point for certain things, but it was a lawnmower they were trying to raise, a couple $100 for to get him a new lawnmower. And I heard about it, and I know the guy that was trying to head this up. So he called me. We were just talking, and he didn't ask for money. And I was like, you know what, UVA will donate X amount towards it. It's a vet in need. We're going to help where we can.
Yes.
We didn't get no recognition. We didn't want anything. Just here, give him a sticker and give him a shirt. Just something to show we appreciate what he's done, and something to help him out. Um, we've done, like, during the whole COVID thing, when a lot of our trips got canceled, we couldn't do things. So we were buying gift cards for groceries for vets when that couldn't get out. We were doing, for Christmas one that year, we found, each board member found one veteran. So we had 5 vets total. And we said, we're going to find one vet each that needs some help, that could use some help, that's not out there asking for it, that we know is struggling during the holidays.
Yes.
And we did a $250 gift card each board member, and we presented to 5 different vets, just, help their family during Christmas. It's something little that we could do. Just, we were sitting on some funds because we had no trips that were going out, and that's not who we are. We're not doing to sit on money. If we have it, we're going to use it. And we did. We gave 5 different vets and their families. We changed their Christmas for them.
There you go.
We bought, like I said, bought groceries for vets that couldn't get out. So yeah, we'll do what we can, where we can, when we can, but we try to focus on getting them out into the outdoors. And then we'll, if they need something, like you guys are doing, we know different organizations that specialize in certain things, and we'll try to, help them, point them in the right direction.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard my story. So,
Mm-hmm.
and, so has the audience. They know what's going on. So
Sure.
they, now, any veterans come to you about any like camping trips or whitewater rafting or anything like that?
Yeah. So we do a whitewater rafting trip. We do it every year. It's out in eastern Pennsylvania, and we can take up to 50 veterans. So what we do is we open it to their families as well. So we do family. That's a big family event we do every year. So we do take vets out there. That whole trip is donated to us. The whole day on the river. It's a veteran that owns the place. It's called Whitewater Rafting Adventures in Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, and he's a vet we actually took out on a trip one year, or one I forget what it was that we took him out to, and he's like, you know what, I just bought this Whitewater Rafting Adventures, so if I'd like to donate back to you guys. So it started out with, I think, 10. And then every year we've grown it. And the last couple of years we maxed it at 50. And he donates the entire day to us. It's a whole day on the water with your family, having a good time. And then at the end of the trip, when we get back, he donates food, and he does a big cookout for us. So it's a really good time. I'd like to find something like that here in Ohio. I've talked to a couple different places that do it, and they don't really seem to want to help. They don't, they want their money, and which I understand. It's a business. We're not at that point where we can say, all right, no big deal, we'll pay for it anyway. One day I hope we can, but
yes.
So if anyone out there wants to say donate a trip for us, hey, we'll do it.
There you go. And
yeah.
What's your friend's whitewater company's name again?
It's called Whitewater Rafting Adventures in Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania.
There you go, people.
And he offers
rafting, look that man up.
They're awesome. They are awesome. He offers discounts for veterans, first responders. If you're a Purple Heart recipient, it's free, I believe. He's a retired vet himself, just phenomenal guy. Steve Bretzik is his name, just a great dude. And he'll do anything to help other veterans. So if you want to go out to Eastern PA, that's the place to go.
All right, America, you heard the name of the company. Yep. You want to go whitewater rafting? That's the man to go see. Let's fire him up. Let's hook him up, folks.
Yeah.
If he's willing to donate his time for our fellow veterans, then we should utilize his services.
Yep,
Make sure he
absolutely.
make sure he gets paid. All right.
And uh, now I know you mentioned briefly about the pen making. So
Mhm.
normally that involves like a miniature lathe.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. So we go. It's actually in a church basement. They have a woodworking shop, and it's two vets we've taken out. Um, they do this in their spare time at their church, and they opened up classes for us. They said, "Hey, you guys want to come out and bring some vets?" So we've done that 2 times, I believe. Um, it's a lot of fun. It doesn't take long at all, but we'll come out in the morning and we'll make probably 2 pens each, and then we'll take them out for lunch.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
not it's a half day event, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, you go home with a pen you physically made out of a block of wood.
Yeah, I do little woodworking myself, and
Hmm.
so I got a lathe out in the garage. It's
Yep.
too big to make pens,
Sure.
but yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
fun. I
It
enjoy it a
is.
lot.
It really
It's
is.
actually I find it quite relaxing.
Yep.
I also do some painting and some photography too.
Hmm.
So
Awesome.
maybe we can talk here in the future. I can because I live right here at the Cuyahoga
Yeah.
Valley National Park.
Sure.
Maybe we can hook some veterans up on a photography adventure or something. So
That would be awesome. That would be
yes,
absolutely awesome.
yeah, we
We
can
are
work
open to
together on that.
anything. We are absolutely open to anything to get vets out. Um, yeah, like I said, we wanted to do a camping event. You mentioned camping earlier,
Hmm.
um, and I went off on the whitewater rafting, but we are trying to plan a nice camping trip for veterans and family members. Um, we're in the works. We've been talking about it for a little bit here. Just trying to find the right place,
Hmm.
whether we want tents or cabins or we're up in the air. So we are
Right.
planning that. This summer it it went so fast and it got away from us. I mean, way before.
Yes,
I
I
can't
know how
believe it's
that is.
October
Yes.
already. I'm like, this is still summer, right? But
Hmm.
um, yeah. So I'm hoping we can be more on the ball here next year.
Oh, I'm sure you will be.
Um, but yeah, we need to keep in touch so we can
Hmm.
hook up some veterans with some photography trips and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that would be
Uh,
great.
now, what when you decided to form this organization, was it like a snap decision, or did you and your friend talk about this for a while?
Pretty much on the spot. I mean, we talked about doing well, no, not on the spot. We talked about doing something to take vets out, but we didn't know it would be a nonprofit. Um,
Mhm.
Probably a week or two into the talks, we decided to make it a nonprofit. Um, we were going to try and film and do a YouTube show, is what our thing
Mhm.
was. But neither of us knew how to film. Neither of us knew how to edit. Um,
Mhm.
so that's kind of an issue right there. So we're like, well, what if we do the nonprofit thing? And that's kind of where we just decided, all right, let's just do this. Um, he's no longer associated with the organization. Um, I am now the only founding member. All our board members are vets that we've taken out in the past, and
Right.
it. So to me, that says something where they want to, we're doing good things that they want to continue to serve and stay a part of the organization.
There you go.
So
All right. Um, now, do you go to resource fairs and everything out to help get the word out about your organization?
we do occasionally. We've been to a few. We've been to the one out down in Columbus, like the outdoor show.
Hmm.
We've been to a few outdoor shows like that. The problem with that is they're expensive because you have to
Yes.
buy the booth, you have to pay for your meals while you're there, you have to pay for the hotel rooms,
Yes.
um, and we don't make a whole lot out of it because we sell shirts. We have T-shirts that we sell, and then we do raffles. That's our big one is raffles. So we usually don't make enough to make it worthwhile. We do get our name out. We do, get some contacts while we're there, but for the most part, it's we'll break even. Let's just say we'll usually break even financially. Yeah, if they're free, we'll do it, but if they're not,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
not
what we do. We do the free ones.
Yeah.
And then with people that are coming into the network, I ask them to send me some of their brochures so I can have them on my table and everything too. So,
Sure. Yep.
And now, when because you say you also take family members along with the veterans sometimes too. Is it normally like a father-son thing, or?
So the only family member things we've done are the whitewater rafting trip. So we have a whole family, mom, dad, multiple kids. We'll have father, son, we'll have mother, daughter. That's the only thing we've done so far. Like I said, we want to open camping up, and we want to, same thing, family. We have talked about doing some fishing trips where it's a vet and their kid. So we can bring, however many vets we can get with however many kids they have. I personally can only take 6 people on my boat. So we'd have to, that's the thing, we have to kind of plan on numbers. But we are in the talks of doing veterans and kids. That way we can get kids more involved. That's a big thing we want to do. We actually just got home on Monday. I got home yesterday, right? Yesterday? No. Yeah, Monday. From Texas, and we did a Gold Star Youth hunt down there. So we had the kids and their well, most of them were moms that were down there. So it was family. And we did dove hunt and a helicopter hog hunt for them.
Oh wow!
So
yeah,
it was a lot of
dove
fun.
hunting's fun.
It is. It's
I
tough,
remember going
especially
dove
young
dove?
kids.
Yeah. Doves are fast, man.
Oof, yes.
See them sitting up there on the branch or on a wire, and all of a sudden, boom, they fly past you at about 100 miles an hour.
Yep, absolutely.
And the thing that surprises me about doves is how tasty they are.
Oh, they're so good. Yes.
Yeah. You need a lot of them, but
well, yeah.
man,
You wrap them in some bacon, and ooh.
I used to cook them and cut them in half and serve them like wings. So I'd have different sauces and stuff.
Sure, you could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, everybody that would come, they love that dove. That's some good food there, folks.
Oh, for sure.
Now with those type of adventures, is there like an age limit for these kids? They have to be a certain age before they can go, or?
So this year we didn't have an age limit on it. Last year we did it. There was no age limit. This year there was no age limit. However, this year the kids were, I think we had a 9-year-old and a couple 13-year-olds. Next year it's going to be a 12 and up. We are going to put a limit on it, 12 years and up, just for that hunt. But as far as the rafting, there's a limit on that. As long as it's safe for them, it's not a crazy rapids. I didn't make it out this year, but we were going to bring my 2 kids, 6 and 4, and I felt comfortable bringing them. So next year we're going to bring them again. When we do it next year, I'll bring them. So they'll be a little older, but yeah, for that there's no age limit. It's what you feel is safe as the parent.
Now, as we start wrapping this up here tonight, are there any guides or charter services that you want to give shout outs to?
Yeah, I mean, put me on the spot and I got to remember their names. Shoot. So the one we just did in Texas, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, they did all that for us. We had Bloodline Charters, Lake Erie fishing charter. He's donated to us. Burning Sky Outfitters, we just did our um, early season goose hunt up in Michigan with. They also go. They're all over the place. They go down to Texas and Missouri, and they follow the migration, and they're big bird guys. Very good people. Off the top of my head, let's House in the Woods is another organization we work very closely with. We just did a bear hunt up in Maine for some vets. They're also a nonprofit, and we work very closely with them. And we work with a lot of different nonprofits as well. So we, as much as we can team up, we will. So,
all right.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I mean, there's a lot, and they're all gonna, if they listen to it, they're gonna say, "Well, you didn't mention us." Yeah, I just can't think off the top of my head. They're the ones we just went to, so they're fresh.
All right, folks. If this is an organization you can get behind or actually want to take part in some of their adventures, there you go. For those that are listening to audio, it'll be in the description when you click on it on Apple, Spotify, Amazon. The website will be listed in the description. But all of you are watching or going to watch this on YouTube later. UltimateVeteranAdventures.org. All right, this is a good organization, so let's get behind them. Let's give them a ring. Even if you're not into hunting or fishing or whitewater rafting, send them a few bucks. All right, so other veterans can enjoy going out into the great outdoors again. Because I know if it wasn't for my son, I'd probably be sitting at home and trying to figure out, hey, what to do today. Because some of the illnesses, I can't go hiking anymore, so I gotta stay close to where the car is in order to go fishing and stuff. So, but there you go, UltimateVeteranAdventures.org, and even here's a question I forgot to ask.
Mm-hmm.
If a veteran gets in contact with you and says, "Hey, I'd like to go hunting or fishing, but I've never done it before," are you able to take care of that veteran?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We will take them out. We will teach them everything they need to know while we're out there. We'll be in contact with them up until the hunt and making sure they're outfitted completely. They have what they need. They have the proper licensing, proper,
All right.
whether it be, I just lost the word. To get your license, you have to the hunter safety course.
Yes.
We'll make sure that they did that if it's necessary. But yeah, we'll be in contact with them. Actually, there's a guy texting me right now. We're doing a duck hunt in Alaska in November, and he's one of the vets we're taking. And we had this plan last year, but the guide unfortunately had a family issue and had to move it back to this year. So he's had over a year to plan now, and he's super excited, but he's never waterfowl hunted before. And well, actually, both the vets we're taking never waterfowl hunted, and this specific vet never hunted. Period. So this is going to be his first hunt, and so yeah. We're to answer your question.
He's
Yes,
probably
we're
all pumped up and yeah.
Yeah, he's texting me now like about waiters and he's what we need. The other vet he's local, so I've met him, and we've gone through things together, and you need this, you need this, you need this. This is how you do things. So yeah, we will help you. We'll do whatever we can to make sure that you're set and are successful and safe.
All right, folks, you heard it. Even if you've never been hunting or fishing before, this is the organization to call. They'll help you out.
Absolutely.
Now, since we're kind of wrapping things up here, I always do this at the end of every show. All right, veterans. If you're in the middle of a crisis, and don't know who to turn to, dial 988, then press 1. You are now guaranteed to get a hold and talk to a licensed counselor. No more operator putting you on hold or transferring you over to a voicemail to have you leave a message and have somebody else call you back. You will get a licensed counselor every time you call. All right. You don't even need to be wanting to hurt yourself or somebody else. If you need somebody to talk to right there and then to help you through a tough spot, 988, then press 1. And since I do have this slide up, I know I told you all I'd have some news for you.
And I do. All right. I was in talks with Congressman Dave Joyce, Congresswoman Amelia Sykes. You know what? Let me go further. Those are the two main ones. But as far as congressmen go, every single congressman in the state of Ohio, except for Jim Jordan, got behind this, and Senator Sherrod Brown. On the 28th of September, they introduced legislation in both houses to get a permanent National Veteran Suicide Awareness and Prevention Day. The votes haven't taken place yet. Senator Schumer notified me saying that they're going to try to get a unanimous consent on the Senate floor, which will send it straight to the president. And the president has already guaranteed me he will sign it as soon as it passes. The House really doesn't vote on resolutions like this, but the number for the House is House Resolution 740. You know, I should have made up a slide. Let me put it on a ticker here for you all, folks, so you can see that. And then for you all who are going to listen to the audio, it will be
in the description. So, everyone, you have one congressman and you have 2 senators. All right, there it is. House Res 740. You can go to congress.gov and you can look up what that bill says. All right. Call your congressman or woman and call your senators. You got 2 senators, 1 congressman. Tell them you want this resolution passed. And let them know that Senator Sherrod Brown is the one who submitted it in the Senate. Congressman Dave Joyce and Congresswoman Amelia Sykes introduced it in the House. All right. We need this day. I know a lot of people are saying, what do we need a day of recognition for? One thing I learned, acknowledgement for us veterans is key. When I advocate for the PACT Act, a lot of you were like, you know, they're never going to recognize us. But they did. And once they did, a lot of you came out of deep depression because you were finally getting acknowledged. That's why we need this day. It's going to be every day, every year in September, since September is not veteran suicide, but National Suicide Awareness Month. So that's why I asked them to make this day in the month of September. We've been working on this for several months. It's finally gotten introduced. As you know, all the crazy stuff that's been going up there in DC lately. So, but that's as far as we're going to go as far as talking about that. But this legislation, it's going to help us veterans. So let's get behind this. And then bring this up here real quick. I'll update this slide here soon because we got more information that we can put on this. But Veteran Insurance Network, we are building a network of nonprofits such as Ultimate Veteran Adventures. So if you go to a nonprofit and they say, I'm sorry, we don't have the type of services or aid that you're looking for, these people in this network are not going to turn you away. They're going to say, but we know who can help you. And they will help you get in contact with those people. All right. Also, what
Veteran Insurance Network wants to do is, if you are on home oxygen and you cannot afford a portable oxygen concentrator, get a hold of Veteran Insurance Network. They will help you get one. All right? Because you got to admit, those tanks that the VA gives you, that takes away your mobility. You can't travel. Get one of these portable oxygen concentrators. You'll be able to get on an airplane, fly to wherever you need to go. All right? So check them out at veteransinsurance.org, and you can learn more about that organization there. And let me take this off here. So, Joe, I want to thank you so much for coming on, sir. It's an honor to have you on. And if you could stay on after we go off the air just for a few minutes. And
Sure.
All right. And folks, next week, we're going to feature another nonprofit. Let me get that. It's an organization that does bonfires for veterans. It's kind of like Irreverent Warriors, where Irreverent Warriors takes you out hiking so you can meet other veterans, so you can, build a relationship with other veterans, so you can tell your story, talk to somebody you can trust. Because even Joe will admit, we don't talk about what happened to us, to our own families, but we'll talk to another veteran about it. So that's what this organization does. They're going to get you in contact with other veterans so you can, build those relationships just like Joe's organization does. Because it's more than just hunting and fishing. It's about building that camaraderie, about building that trust with other veterans. Battle buddies. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Building battle buddies, man. Somebody like, hey, if you get down, they'll say, yeah, give me a call. They'll be there for you. So, but once again, Joe, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we'll see everybody next week.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.